It's usually the ones that were the absolute best sellers in those boutiques, and this dress is it. It is no exception. Customer pick here at HSN. And we are on a last call on a couple sizes, so I want to let you know. We have 477 left total of these. If you're like me, oh no, 440. I knew I should have put it in my cart before I came out here. We do not mock me. I thought maybe there'd be a chance. We see Jamie right now. She's wearing the 1X in what is called the navy. If you love that navy, we have, oh, and yes, same as I. She's last call on the navy in the extra small in the 3X. If you love the black, which has the warmer tones you're gonna see here next to me in a moment, last call on the extra small in that. So we're down to 440 total in all sizes, all across, free shipping and handling, home for under 20. You know, only one time have I presented a piece of clothing on air, and when I got off, my best friend from Los Angeles said, get that to me right now. My birthday's in 3 months. It's my birthday present.
Yay.
And it was this dress. Hi, Alyssa. I know she loves it. This is the dress. I really think it's all ages. Everyone loves it because you designed it to fit and flatter every shape, Karen.
So thank you. First of all, it's 100% polyester.
It's beautiful.
It looks and feels like silk, but this doesn't wrinkle. It's the perfect dress to throw in a suitcase to travel. In fact, everything that we're featuring today, you could buy, throw in a little weekender bag and have like all different like mix and match pieces to wear. So one of the things that I love about this is it has, it's a raglan sleeve. The raglan sleeve means it comes at an angle on the side. We give you this contrast piping to frame your shape, to flatter and enhance you. And then we did a little double layer. So what this does is it's like a double awning to give you a little bit of, it acts like a bare top, but it gives you some really nice arm coverage. If you wanted to pull it off shoulder, you could wear it off shoulder. Then we give you this embroidered smocking at the waist. And what that does, so that it's not too voluminous, it's actually sleek and pretty fitted, so it's not like spilling over the elastic waistband. You get an embroidered motif on the elastic. So not only is it performing a function, but it's also got a pretty little decorative element to it as well.
Gorgeous.
We were talking earlier, I'm super sensitive. In case you haven't noticed, I've got some thighs on me and some curvy hips.
I haven't noticed because you use optical illusions that befuddle the brain. Even in person, she goes, touch my hip. I said, I can't do that, Karen. She goes, no, just touch it. And then she said, this is where my hip comes out and in. I said, I can't tell.
We frame it with the pockets.
Yes.
So that's what we try to do is we actually fit these. We use masking tape during the fitting process to make sure that we clear all those challenging areas. Even if you don't have a challenging area, finding a tiered skirt that has proper tier distribution like this one does, it hits you just above the, just at the high hip, and then it goes all the way down. What I didn't like, and I love dresses, in the first half of my career, I made dresses, so I have a soft spot for them. What happens sometimes is they don't have the proper spacing from the first tier to the second tier. So we make sure that we clear the widest part of your legs so that it's really slenderizing.
Wow.
And then the back has this the square detail. I guess if Jamie turns around, if you don't mind lifting your hair, Jamie, so we could see what the back of the neck is. So again, it's super flattering. It has that raglan angle so that it just sort of gives you proper coverage, but it's also really feminine and kind of flirty. And it's not too voluminous, and that's something that's really key.
I'm so glad that you mentioned about the bust. If you're someone who wants to have a little more oomph to your bust, I think that the piping detail here adds a gorgeous silhouette. And if you're someone who says, normally I really need to try on a dress to know that it will fit because I might be a little bit more top heavy, look no further. The medium here has a 43.5-inch bust circle. Usually a medium you're looking at maybe a 37, and it's tight and it stretches, and then you have to leave something unbuttoned, and it's just a whole mess. Not with this, 43.5, 51.5 on the 1X, which is the size that Jamie's wearing. The 3X is at a 58.5. The extra small, 39.5. So what that means is it's always going to leave you, as she mentioned, with that little bit of that voluminous air where you're not either squeezed in, it's not hanging over, just beautifully fit and tailored to each body type and height. And that goes all the way to the length as well. I think the length that Karen chose on this is just exquisite. year round. Do not think, oh, it's just for the spring and the summer and then I have to put it away. Think about these with your leather boots, with your riding boots, with a fun little denim jacket. Now you have a full, at least 9 months of the year where this is going to be your go-to. Right now, of course, I'm wearing the navy. It is selling head to head. Each are equal, the navy and the black. And if you can swing it, girl, grab both. They tell completely different stories. I think this one is extra great for the fall because with the brown leathers, it'd be so beautiful. But look at that bright chartreuse, the yellow, the orange. Every color here was so intentional. Karen created all of these prints. I'm wearing the medium. Danya's also wearing the medium. We have Jamie who's wearing the 1X, and I'm gonna come over and join you, ladies.
I want to show you something. Right now, the way Jamie's wearing it, it's slanting down towards sloping. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come and I'm gonna just lift it a little bit on the sides so she gets a little more height, and I'm gonna give it a little tug down in the center. So we're gonna do a little transfer of the distribution here. And then you see just by raising it up on the sides, what that does.
It's just beautiful. I look at this and I go, oh, think about this at a wedding. I mean, the perfect guest for a wedding dress. You're wearing something that is just fun and beautiful. Wedding season is coming up, your graduation, any dinner, any date, lunch with the girlfriends. And is it under $20 to get this home now with free shipping? Oh, yeah, 100%. This is gorgeous. Look at this piping here. And what am I seeing
It gives you that
here?
little contrast. It's just like two little rows of the contrast.
But you have almost like a ruffled creation that you've done.
It's called shearing. So what we do is it helps ease the little excess fabric. Most tiered skirts or dresses have so much fabric volume in them. We give you just enough fabric volume so it's got the fullness and the flirtiness, but you don't want to get lost in the dress. You don't want any excess fabric to be incorporated into the perception that you're larger than you are. So we give you just enough of the little bit of shearing, and what the shearing does is it also allows there's shearing from the elastic to the empire on the bust. That allows room for your bust and for your body to just sort of own the dress and fill it.
You could wear this all the way through maternity and come back and it would look perfect. I mean, it really has, this stretch is incredible. So you have such a wonderful stretch, not one zipper, not one button, not one clasp, not one, honey, can you come help me, or I can't reach into this. And truly, I defy you to try to make a wrinkle on this dress. Wrinkle resistant.
It is the best fabric to travel with.
Breathable, no zipper, no button, under 20, and you really can't go wrong with your choices. Do you have a preference on which color you like more?
Well,
Karen?
I'm going to say usually I have blue eyes. I like the blues and the greens. But I think what Danya has on is so unique because you've got these beautiful shades of there's corals and like if we look here, you've got the corals, you've got the beautiful pinks, you have the dusty lavenders and grays. There's a little bit of like a little tobacco color. For me, I love having shoe options. So even though the dress is black, because there's a lot of warm autumnal colors and you've got this little kind of hint of tobacco, you could wear a brown shoe with it as well.
Right.
It's nice having those versatile options, and this one gives that to you. And you can dress it up at night as well.
I agree. And Danya, is it all right if I ask you to remove the jacket just so they can see the details of the black one on? Because so beautiful here, and I'm just gonna do this and you're set. Oh. Gorgeous. And it looks tailored to her figure. Now, Danya and I were both mediums. We're both wearing oh my gosh, I'm sorry, girl. This, with the sleeves on you it's dream-worthy. It's dreamy, it really is. There are girls out there that they say this is my dream dress. And they're of all ages, Karen.
Yeah,
because
and
it's
a lot of people do just a single layer. And what the single layer would do, some women are sensitive about, I'm all about practicality, so I'm gonna show up and show my arms, I am who I am. But what we do by giving you this little extra underpinning layer, it gives you just that little extra bit of coverage, and because it's got that kind of soft flounce to it, it minimizes your arm. You know, the top of our arms are the widest part of our body, but this is a nice little kind of awning that has a little bit of extension so that your arms look minimized underneath that as well.
See, you keep putting words to what I'm not knowing is happening. I'm saying, how come everyone just looks, zoop, And I don't know why it's happening. Yes, I'm taking hats off the set now because this dress is an inspiration and it inspires me. I'm like this, I'm gonna take the bag, I'm ready to go. But what I'm seeing with this dress, it's not just an illusion. All of these things are why I call Karen Lettery, of course, the head of all of democracy, the professor. She added 2 ruffles, so you would have that shape. That's why women loved shoulder pads. It wasn't just because it was on Vogue, it was because it created a wonderful shape, a wonderful hourglass to our silhouettes. The wider parts of our arms appeared smaller when you had that additional volume there. And Karen's doing it again with this dress so beautifully with the double ruffle. I'm wearing a regular bra. You don't have to wear a strapless bra with it, but if you do want to wear it off the shoulders, maybe with a strapless bra or however you do you, another wonderful way to wear the look.
Danya, would you mind trying that? Like I don't like switch out my. I'm just going to get right in here if you don't mind.
Oh my
you can,
gosh!
You can tuck the bra strap under, so you can just wear a regular bra with it.
Look at that!
And just like open it up a little, and then I'm going to give you a little tug in the front.
There's so much stretch to this. It's not just there at the arms. It is the full 360 around the full shoulders. So it really is comfortable on as well. And this is beautiful on you.
So if you want a little flirtiness, you feel like you want to, of course, this is now a perfect backdrop for a neck mask, so you could layer lots of jewelry with that. It's just got a lot of, it gives you a lot of fashion options to mix up the look. You could wear it with flats. Nobody has sandals on, but I think it works equally as well with a nice platform as you guys are wearing, or with a little easy sandal.
And I feel like I'm wearing a sheath dress in that I don't feel any tight, I don't feel anything squeezy. When I just want to put on a dress and go. I mean, it happened once, not even once I got married. Once I had a child, it's like I'm putting on a dress and go. I'm not fussing and mussing. Usually it's something that has no shape, because it's just the easiest and it'll fit great throughout the day. This feels like a sheath. It feels like a cover-up, perfect for a bathing suit cover-up. It will not wrinkle, and yet I look so put together and polished because of all of the tailoring details that usually come with another price digit on them. And I want to remind you, we have just these 2 colors available for you. They are the best sellers in that Democracy boutique. We have 30 seconds left. So if you're able to find 865-275 in your size, I mean, this is not, don't even think about it. It's a try-me price to get home for free shipping under $20.
And I like to call dresses the one and done, because
great point.
You don't have to think twice about it, and that's why we gave you a novelty top and a novelty bottom. So it doesn't just look like one simple look. It has beautiful features and details above the waist and below the waist as well.
And are we still okay on sizes here, Jared? I want to make sure. So we have some single digits left in some of these sizes. So of course, if you do want to get your true to size, I recommend getting your true to size on this. Jamie wearing the 1X, I'm wearing the medium. I love it. Okay, we're gonna take a little break, but first I want to let all of you know about Best in Beauty.